Hi, welcome to the Rent Me Truck Hire instructional video on how to use a tail lift on one of our hire trucks. The red activation key for the tail lift is on the ignition keys on the truck. First of all, you take that activation key and you walk around the back to the left-hand rear corner of the truck. Under the truck you will find a box, which is the activation box for the rear tail lift. You insert the red activation key into that box and turn it to the right. That then gives power to the box to activate the tail lift. Once you've done that, there's two ways of operating the tail lift. You can either operate it manually at the box, or you can insert the remote control, which you can operate on a cord remotely from the back of the truck. To operate the manual control, you turn the dial to the right, which is on the right hand side, and toggle up and down with the toggle. That will make the tail lift go up and down. If you want to use the remote control, you turn the dial on the right to the left, plug the remote into the trailer coupling next to the control box. Then you have the activation keys on the remote controller to move the tail lift up and down. Once the tail lift is down in the down position, you then need to fold that tail lift out twice by hand using the handles that are on the tail lift. Then you can toggle the tail lift up and down either by the remote or manually. When you've finished with the tail lift, fold the tail lift back in and toggle it back up to the top until it hits the stops. What we do recommend is if you're using the tail lift to lift heavy stuff in and out of the truck, just use that to come up and down to the back of the truck. If you're only carrying boxes, we recommend that you leave the tail lift fully extended at its half height, and then you can use that as a step just to walk in and out of the truck with your boxes.